Hi all, it's the beginning of holiday season, which means the beginning of gift giving season, which means the beginning of gift buying season. That can be, to me, sometimes the most stressful part of the holidays is getting gifts and who gets what. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some ideas for stocking stuffers or small gifts for like goodie bags or things like that for cruisers. Now, this is based off my experience of years of cruising. And then also to help your shopping even easier, I put a link to all these ideas in the description below. You just open up the description over below the video. There's the link. You click on it. It goes into your cart and it shows up at your house. How much easier can that be? Okay, so ideas for things that will go in stockings, small gifts, goodie bags, for your cruisers. Okay, first thing that in my world mostly it is important is, and these are not in a certain order. These are just as I thought of them and I picked them up off the table. Okay, so for us, phones are king. And we do a lot of cruises where we are around water. Phones, water do not mix in our world. Or other liquids. Hint, hint. So this is a great stocking stuffer idea. It's a waterproof pouch for your phone. And if you take it out of the case and have it in this part, you actually can use your fingerprint and use your buttons on your phone and never have to take it out of this. And what it does, it works like you've ever seen a dry bag, that it seals on the top so that there is no liquid getting in here whatsoever. And then, of course, it has a wonderful lanyard because a lot of times when you're on cruise ships, you don't have pockets. Bathing suits don't have pockets. When you're snorkeling, no pockets. No bags you want to be dealing with right then. So, lanyard, put it around somebody's neck, it's taken care of. One thing that some people have commented about this one, which is actually the reason I like it, is that this little clip on top, which is part of the closing mechanism, is plastic. And some people are like, oh, it's going to break. Well, to be exactly honest, the one I had before this was metal. And salt water corrodes things and it froze. And then I literally had to go find somebody that had awesome scissors so I could cut the bag open to get my phone. By having a plastic clip at the top, it's never going to corrode by salt water. So therefore, I can always get into my phone when I'm ready to get into my phone. So, great idea for people that need to protect their phone from salt water, pools, and whatever other liquids get spilled on a cruise ship. Along that same lines of needing ways of keeping up with things, I love these lanyards. Because nowadays cruise ships have gone to carded everything. You purchase, you open your room, everything. And once again, pockets. Where am I going to put that key card? There's always when the kids in our group going, I can't find my key card. I can't find my key card. You put it in one of these things. You put it around their neck. It's got the expandy to it. They never take it off when they're getting drinks to the bar or drinks different places. It's expandy enough that the bartender can swipe it and it doesn't leave their possession. The other thing I like about this one, besides the cute lanyard part, isn't that cute? The other thing I like about it is that it can come off and has that clip part. Hubby wears something like this to work every day, so he's used to having it on his waist all the time. So he takes his off because he's a responsible person. He takes his off, clips it to his waist, and just does this. And it's even gone in the pool. And because the way this little bag works at the top, it's gone in the pool with him. And that card is still fine. So these are great ways of keeping up with all the cards that people have to keep up with nowadays that they're on a cruise. Now let's talk beach chairs, lounge chairs, things like that. I wiggle in a chair. I like having the towel behind me, but I wiggle. And so what happens is the back of the towel goes squishy down and I'm pulling up and squishy down. Well, I have two solutions and in my world they go together, but it's really up to you. You can use them separately. The first one is my towel band. So I put that around the top of the chair where the towel goes. And that holds it up pretty good. But I don't sit still well, if you can imagine. So as I wiggle, it just kind of slides down a little bit. So then I have my clips. which my clips are awesome. But the problem if I want to use just clips is that if I do just the corner, it sags and gets kind of lumpy behind you. And so if I don't want to sag, I got to have 4, which is a lot. So what I do to keep myself sane and comfortable in my chair all day long around the pool or over on the beach is I put the band on first, and that keeps it smooth at the top. And then I use the clips in the corners because that keeps it and never lets it slide. Plus, I mean, come on, is that flamingo not as cute as could be? So this is a great stocking stuffer to give somebody a band and 2 clips, and their beach chair is taken care of. With the note also is that I've just picked this setup. That are not as pretty as these, but these are sanity makers because we'll be traveling in December, and we have some people in our group who will do the thing of, that's my chair, that's my chair. Well, what I'll be doing is assigning each person a color band at the beginning of the cruise, and that is their color band. So we know exactly whose chair is whose because of the color of the band. So I can highly recommend for your stocking stuffers or for your goodie bags, the Q clips and the towel bands. My next item is this wonderful jewelry box. When I travel, I don't take a lot of jewelry because I see if I've got jewelry on, it makes me a target to people who might want my jewelry. But there are nights, like on cruises, that I want to feel special, and my jewelry helps me feel that way. So I love this box. It's hard. It's got just enough room for a night or 2 of jewelry, and it keeps all organized. And the other thing I love about it is that it's black. So I just put it in one of my drawers. It blends in with the darkness. So somebody that shouldn't be messing with my jewelry, it's not easy for them to find it. This is a very good idea. Now, this is actually one of my favorite travel items and has been that way for about 20 years. And it's not going to look impressive. It is a lowly infinity scarf. But the reason I love this is not as an infinity scarf to wear as a fashion thing. I use it for everything else. It never fails that when I'm on an excursion, there's a bus vent and I get chilly. I use it as a blanket. The double layers are comfy and make you feel like you got a little bit of a hug and cuts off that chill that you just cannot control. I also use it whenever it's raining and I have to get off a bus and get back on the cruise ship or else. I use it like this and it'll keep me from getting wet because this fabric just does an amazing job. And then because of the fabric, in a couple hours it's dry. It's always in the bottom of my bag or my backpack because it's so small and so light. It just covers up so many problems that I have with chills or damp. Amazing item, an amazing gift for your traveler. In the era of COVID, this has become my favorite logistical item. It is a passport holder, used in the past, but what I like about this one is it's also a COVID card holder. So by putting it in here, I've learned when I travel, people will look at it and they don't touch it as much, so therefore I don't deal with cooties as much. Also, when we're doing the swipies and immigration and TSA, the way it's designed, they can do the swipey things, not as much touchies also. The thing that I also love about this is there's many times where I'm dealing with a butler or a waiter or excursion person that does a really good job and I want to keep up with their name, and I'm notorious about forgetting people's names. So I take either their business card or I take a little piece of scrap paper and I write with that little pen and I slide in here because in all honesty, I'm not losing my passport. So when I get home back on TripAdvisor and stuff, I can make comments about people that gave me great service and I actually have their names. So really good logistical idea for traveling right now. Just a reminder to make your shopping even easier, if you look just below this video where the title is, there's going to be a little V. Click on that V. It opens up the description and there's going to be all the links for these items. So therefore you just click them and give them your card. They're going to ship it to your house. Easy peasy. Great way of getting your shopping out of the way. Now, if your recipient has to get up in the middle of the night, this is one of my favorites to keep me from killing myself in the room. So This is cool. I think this neat's magnetic. It's a light. It goes in the bathroom, and as you see, it swivels all around, and it allows you to face it whichever way it needs to be. It's also motion censored, so that I can turn it just the right way, that when I walk in the bathroom, it'll kick on. It has a different settings for the light, so I don't get blinded, so I still get to stay semi-asleep. You know what I'm talking about. And when I leave, it turns itself off. So this is one of the things that's a great comfort when you're traveling around a strange room and you don't have to wake everybody up if you have to get up during the night. Good gift idea. Hubby and I travel just the two of us, and there's a lot of times that we like to have a picture and we don't feel comfortable asking somebody else to take it for us, or we can't find anybody else. So this is my favorite little thing. I call it a photo clicker, but it's actually a Bluetooth clicker that attaches to your phone or any other camera that has Bluetooth capability, and allows us to set up what we want to do and click the button or the video, and it's going to start, and it's going to get the picture that we want or the video we want without us having to be behind the camera. The other thing I like to use is this cute little handy dandy tripod. And as you see, these little leggies are really expandy and movie and things like that. It'll hold any phone. And I like it because there's a lot of times where those other tripods that are real stiff and structured, the place I've got to put the tripod isn't just a perfect flat place. And so by using these, I can make it where my picture ends up being straight, and I can actually get the shot that I want. Between my clicker and my tripod, I get great pictures of hubby and I together, which I love having. Okay, I've now made it through this set of 10, but click on these videos so you get to the next set of gift ideas so that you can completely get all of your shopping done just like that and get to go enjoy the holidays.